Hey, you guys, it's your girl Corey, the soul scientist, with another page of my diary to encourage you. Come on, come on, come on. Today it's about me, me, myself, and I. And it's about you. And it's about us. Listen, this revelation is powerful. When I was writing in my diary, I was blown away about what God revealed to me about myself and in myself. And I'm not even praying, I'm not even hoping. I know for a fact that you will recognize yourself in this. And we will come out of this shiny and golden. It's going to be hard. It's going to be confrontational, but it is going to bring more awareness. And it is going to provide an invitation for change. Are you ready? Let's dive in. Oh, my Lord, let's see what's in the pages of my diary. Oh, my goodness. Again, this is a season to be vulnerable, because when I'm vulnerable, you can be vulnerable. And when we are vulnerable, that's how we win, right? Okay, let's just dive in. So good morning, right? This is so juicy. Listen. Whew. I was thinking about someone. Let's call him Peter. That's not his name, but that's Peter. Peter is someone I have an interest in. I have a love interest in. His name is Peter, right? Let's just call him Peter. It's not his name, but y'all curious. But let's just call him Peter. And I'm thinking about why I am so unselfish that I want Peter to have a suitor, regardless if it's me. We women, you might recognize it, like you just want it to be well for him, with or without you. And that sounds so juicy. It sounds so good. It sounds so, how do I say that? So selfless. And it is good. Don't get me wrong. It is good, but let's continue and you'll get what I'm trying to say. So I'm thinking about why I am so unselfish that I want Peter to have a suitor, regardless if it's me. Why do I desire him to be met in his needs, even if it's by another woman, right? I've always had this. And this blows my mind. And I'm okay I'm just okay as long as his needs are supplied. If it's by another woman, if it's not me, if he doesn't choose me, that's fine. Choose someone. I want it to be well with you, right? How can it be okay with the thought without me, right? I often think that way with others too. So not just with my love interest, but with people in general, right? So I will have a desire for people to prosper through a vision that doesn't necessarily include me, right? I am vision led. I operate by vision. If I don't have a vision, I perish. Really, I do. When I have a vision, that's when I start moving. And if the vision is, if I have a desire for people to prosper through this vision, that doesn't necessarily include me, we have a problem, right? If I'm not included in the vision, I won't be naturally inclined to include me in the process. And when I'm working towards the vision that doesn't include me in the picture, I won't be including my well-being, my benefits, consideration, prosperity, care, and I will always come up empty and depleted. Hello. If I am not including myself in the vision, I will not prosper from the vision, right? So that's why in my life, I've helped so many people get ahead. I was left behind, but not only because they didn't consider me, but because I didn't consider me. But because I didn't consider myself as a beneficiary of the investment that I was making. I didn't consider myself to be a beneficiary of the investment that I was making, right? My method was opposite of someone who is all about me, right? We are familiar with people who are all about me. We call them narcissists, right? We are familiar. We recognize it as very plain and very clear. But what about the people who are all about you? You have the takers and you have the givers, right? And I used to be a taker. I used to be me when I wasn't saved. My life, I pursued success. And I was successful because I thought about me. I had a vision for me, myself, and I. And if you could not get on board with this vision, you had to go. I would reject you and abandon you in a heartbeat because I had a vision. I had a goal. And you either get on board or you get off board. That was my attitude, and that's how I accomplished a lot of success, right? However, when I got saved and God opened my eyes, he showed me that's not what I desire. It's not all about you. So what I automatically did, and I had to grow to be less selfish, right? And I started to grow into a vision that was all about you, other people, giving. I received a giving spirit, and I was giving, and it's all about you. And if it's not about you, I felt like, no, I gotta delete. I gotta control alt, delete myself. I need to reject and abandon myself. Of course, you're not consciously doing that, but that's what happens. I was rejecting myself and abandoning myself because I was all about you. Either it were the men in my life or just the people I care for in my life. It was all about them and not about me. And I felt that it was correct because I came from a very selfish lifestyle, right? So I was self-justifying myself and my behavior. And I really honestly did not think there was anything wrong with that. I thought it was admirable, right? Because as a believer, that's what we do, right? We sacrifice for other people's behalf, right? So my method was opposite of one who is me. I would be all about you. So where I'm requesting for it to be about us, right? And this is what happens because I definitely would struggle with people who were all about me, and I would just cry out to them and be like, but it's about us. It's about us. I want it to be about us. So it's all about you. It's all about you. You're making it all about you. And that is correct. And I was right because that person was not making it about us. He was making it about him. Or if it was concerning other people, family members, friends, whatever it is, they were making it about them and not about me. So I felt I was right because I was right. However, it was not the complete truth. It were the facts, but it was not complete because at the same time, I was all about you. I wasn't about me. So I felt justified in what I was doing because I was all about you, right? But being all about you is contributing to the problem. We're not getting anywhere. And us is not getting the attention that it needs. There is no vision for us because the other person is all about me, and I'm all about you. So us has no space, has no room to grow. It doesn't even exist, right? So anyway, so I continue. So where I'm requesting for it to be about us, the other person is consumed with me, and I am consumed with you. So neither of us are effectively investing in us, right? I am equally responsible for neglecting us by being all about you. Lord Jesus, if you do not get this, then I don't know. God, Spirit of Revelation, do your thing right now because this is going to save a lot of us. This is going to redeem a lot of us. This is going to deliver a lot of us, right? So I am equally responsible for neglecting us by being all about you, right? I am vision driven, vision led, right? As I said before. So if I'm not on the vision board, I'm not working towards it, right? If I'm not included in the vision board, I'm definitely not working towards it. I need to be in the vision for us to work, right? I need to include myself, but not in the way that I used to be, and also about me, because that's what happened. When you encounter someone who is all about me, it what you feel in your soul is that you are rejected. It's a spirit of rejection, because if you are all about me, what happens is you reject the other person. You abandon them on in the vision and on the mission to get to the other side. So people who are all about me, they are rejecting you and abandoning you on the journey, right? And that's why you feel hurt. That's why I have felt hurt many times, right? And our response to rejection is to reject and abandon ourselves. Like, so, okay, you reject me, you abandon me, I'm gonna reject you and I'm abandon you. So if you're all about me, I'm also gonna be all about me. That's our reaction. That's how we react, right? So, and that's what I did many times. And it's what I'm doing, like, right now. It's okay, if you're all about me, I'm also going to be all about me. And I deserve it. It's all about me. So you reject me, I reject you. You abandon me, I'm abandon you. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to walk my journey, right? And at the end of the day, there is no us. There is no us. There is no us, right? So, how do I include myself in the vision I have for Peter and I? I'm suddenly becoming aware that I have not included myself out of fear. Wow. That I've not included myself in the vision out of fear. I've been so consumed with you, and other people, right? Because I'm afraid. And I wasn't aware of this, right? Because to envision me included, right, would make the disappointment even greater if the vision would not come to pass, right? Subconsciously, I'm thinking as long as I invest into the other person, I can guarantee an outcome of profit, because I know my power in being a helper. I know how I am so awesome. I am so awesome in my ability to be all about you. I have done that all my life. I have learned this behavior since I was a small girl, since I was a child. It had to be all about other people. It was never about me. It was never about me. So I've been conditioned for it to be all about the other person. And I've grown in that. I've grown a talent. I've grown a gift. I have grown to be an excellent expert in being about everybody else and their mama, and not being about me. That was my coping mechanism. I have been trained into that. So I know that if I know what I can do, I know what I can be, I know what I have to offer, and I am guaranteed of results when it comes to being about everybody and their mama, because I've seen it, right? I have enough faith that I will succeed in getting a result out of that. But look, he say, I know my power in being a helper. I've always produced fruit, but somehow I lack the same confidence in helping myself prosper alongside others, right? It's like a false humility. It's selflessness that's corrupted by insecurity, right? And again, we're not aware of it. I wasn't aware of it. It's all just downloading right now. It's all just confronting me right now. The lack of faith in seeing greater progress, prosperity, and purpose and power if I'm included in the benefit package of the vision, right? If I would include me in us, will I still prosper, right? If I fight just as hard for me as I fight for you in us, will I still have that guaranteed outcome? I'm not experienced in including me in the package. So that's unknown to me. So the risk is greater for it to produce results. So what I will do is just refrain from that and just do what I do best, right? And make it all about you. Because I want a result. I want an interest on investment, right? So let's see. The lack of faith in seeing greater progress, prosperity, purpose, and power if I'm included in the benefit package. If I would include me in us, will I still prosper? Will I still get my high of being able to fix and bear fruit? Will I still get my high in accomplishment? We all want to be accomplished in what we do, right? It feels good to be successful. So we will do whatever we know what to do and how to do it, when to do it to achieve and accomplish success, right? So you will choose your better assets to invest into that. And if my better assets is to be all about you, then that's what I'm going to do. And for some people, their better assets is to be all about me, right? And they will apply that. And as you see, we never accomplished the real results, the sustainable results that we had desired in the beginning of the vision, right? Because things are not working out. We do not stay together. Relationships will not prosper if it's about me, but it won't prosper either if it's about you. It has to be about us right here. And I'm thinking about the reason why I don't have a natural inclination to include myself in the return of investment, right? The ROI. I'm not worth the interest ROI. Wow, isn't that amazing? That in my subconsciousness, I probably felt that I wasn't worth the interest on the investment, right? Because it is an investment. Relationships are investments. You invest. And you want an interest. You want something to come out of it, right? So where I struggle with the void of people around me, because on the other videos you hear me struggling, I'm struggling, with the void of people around me being interested enough. We're talking about interest on, return of on investment, right? Return on investment is an interest, right? So I'm struggling with people around me that have little to no interest to be invested and involved in my life's well-being as a companionship, right? Within the vision, not coincidentally investing into my life occasionally, no, but really being invested and involved in my life's well-being and for my life's well-being, right? Walking with me through in the vision. And it's a vision for us, not just for you or for me or for me or for you, but for us, right? So I realized this morning that the void that I was feeling from other people not being as interested to be involved and invest into my well-being, that I was doing the same. I am doing the same thing. Am I interested enough? Am I interested enough to be involved and invested into my well-being? Probably not, because I'm so consumed with your well-being, right? And again, the natural reaction would be, okay, then I need to be consumed with my well-being. But that's where the lie is, people. Don't fall for the lie, because that's a reaction. And what we teach at the Soul Science Academy is not to react from the soul, but to respond from the spirit, right? And to have your soul work together with the spirit. And this is, let me just continue reading. So where I struggled with the void of people around me that have little to no interest to be invested and involved in my life's well-being as a companionship's vision, is the same struggle I have with myself. I'm not interested enough. And I'm not saying that people are not interested. I'm not saying that I'm not interested, but it's about interested enough to make the vision prosper, right? So it's more like a measurement that is necessary to get to the other side. So I'm not going to say that I don't have people around me that are not invested or are not interested. I'm not going to say that I'm not invested, I'm not interested, but it's about the amount necessary to accomplish certain results, right? I'm not interested enough to be invested and involved in my own life's well-being. And I teach other people how to treat me by how I treat myself. So if I treat myself in a way that I'm not interested enough to be involved and invested in my own well-being, people are not going to do that. It's just like a business, right? Investors are not going to invest into your business if they don't see what you have invested They determine their amount, their level of investment based on what you have already invested. If you don't invest anything or little to nothing, they're not going to overcompensate on that. No, they will study and examine what is your investment, and that's um, how you teach other people how to treat you, by how you treat yourself. So if I'm not interested enough, why should they be, right? People invest into good ground that's already invested in, not infested. There's a difference, not infested, but invested, good ground. I need to change. Then I will see change, right? So look, how do I change? I have to go hard for myself as you go hard for others, right? Don't become a me person. So this is what we do, right? So we've been confronted with the truth. So if you recognize yourself, that's great, but now we go on, like, what is the invitation for change? What is the invitation? We are fully aware, right? So what we going to do? We're going to go hard for ourselves. We're going to invest and be involved enough with enough measurement to be invested and involved in our personal well-being. We're going to include ourselves into the vision, right? So don't become a me person. So, and reject the other person. So stay engaged. Don't become a me person. Don't start rejecting and abandoning people because you feel rejected and abandoned, right? So let's see. I also realized that the attempts I've made in the past were all under the reactive counter behavior of me, and I lost as well. I did not produce results of prosperity, so I gave up on me. Right? Subconsciously, you gravitate to what you're good at. I'm good at you, and I feel good when I prosper in the you. I don't feel good when it's me, and I don't prosper. So I need to find a way to believe that I can be good in us. So that's what it all comes down to. Long story short, it's not about you. It's not about me, but it's about us. And I need to learn, and you need to learn. We need to get new positive associations with knowing and believing in ourselves that we are able to contribute a productive and effective and a sustainable contribution with good results, good fruits, good seed. When it comes to us, we need experiences with us, with investing and being interested enough to be involved enough in us. Because again, when we grow up in households and when we and environments where it's either sink or swim, where it's either you have to survive and make it all about you, or all about me to survive, that's a coping mechanism. And God never wants us to live through our coping mechanisms. He wants us to be more than overcomers. He wants us to thrive. And we thrive when it's about us, right? And we need new experiences. We need to challenge ourselves to gain positive associations with feeling good about us. I need to experience prosperous outcomes when I invest in us. Faith to prosper over the fear to lose. Faith to prosper over the fear to lose. So, again, what is important? Not to be deceived, not to be seduced, not to be distracted by thinking, oh, I need to be more about me. I need to be more about me, myself, and I. Don't be seduced. That's a lie. That's a lie, and it's going to rob you. It's going to steal and kill and destroy. So you have to be more about us, right? Because being more about you than about me, and being more about me than about you is going to rob us from us. If you can still follow me, right? So when I choose to invest into myself, right, and be involved in my own well-being, I always will have to have an intention and a conscious intention that what I'm doing, am I taking you into consideration? Is me investing in myself contributing to you? And is me being invested in you contributing to me? And actually, is what we are doing contributing to us? Who are benefiting from my actions? I have to make sure that with every choice that I make, right? Every choice that I make, I need to consider me, I need to consider you, and I need to consider us. If one of the three, and of course with God, four, is out of the equation, we will lose. We will not produce fruit. We will not. And by the fruit, you will recognize the tree, right? So I believe that if we do it the right way, we will get double for our trouble. And if we do it the wrong way, we will lose, right? The double for our trouble that God has for us. So always make sure that we include ourselves in the vision. We include the other person in the vision, and we have a vision that is designed for us, not for me, not for you, right? Because we need constructive weapons. We need constructive weapons. And this is one of the constructive weapons to fight and win. Because up until now, I have to confess, I have used self-destructive weapons to win and to fight in order to win. So stay engaged when you invest into yourself. Be mindful that your intentions for this investment is fully dedicated to the well-being of us. Communicate your needs and efforts to fulfill them. Make sure that your well-intended efforts are not harmful for the other's well-being, and harmful as in inconsiderate to their needs. Find ways to kill two birds with one stone, right? Reassuring the outcome will benefit both, right? And the Bible even says it. Look, when we pray our Father, which art in heaven. We don't say my Father, which art in heaven. We don't say give me my daily bread or give you your daily bread. No, we give us our daily bread. When the Bible speaks about we overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony, excuse me. Sorry, it's dry. I need some water. But it's about us. It's about we. It's about our. Us, we, and our. That is the righteous way where we will win. We will win and prosper and live life abundantly, more abundantly, because Jesus is in the mix. If we are about me, or even about you, we will lose. Then Satan will come, have an open door for him to kill, steal, and destroy the vision and the plan that God has for our lives. God knows the plan that he has for our lives is to prosper us and to give us hope and a future. Us, we, our. That is God's plan. God's plan was never you, or me. That's why he said it was never good for man to be alone. It's not good for man to be alone because it's not about me. It's not about you. It's about us. And they will be fruitful and multiply and replenish this earth. So be encouraged today, y'all. Whew, what a message. It's a half an hour. Within the half an hour, yay. I would have loved for it to be shorter, and I know I'm practicing for me to be shorter in my messages, but I hope it blessed you. Let me know if this has blessed you in any way. Give me some feedback, comment, send me a message, whatever tool is available to you. Call me, write me. Let me know if this has helped you. And make sure you send it to someone. Send this video to someone where you think it would be helpful and beneficial. Because at the end of the day, this is the problem that we live in this world today. In this world today, the world that we live in is teaching us to be all about me, or all about you. And it's inside the church too, within the church. You know, like I said, I got saved, and it's all about you. It's all about giving. Yes, it's all about giving. And yes, you are important too. Yes, you need to be included too. But included means that you are not alone. Included means that there are other items in the collective. So it's about us. Make it about us today. What are you doing today? Make a choice today. And when you are going out there, when you have a vision, if you're writing a vision, making a vision, living a vision, make sure that the vision includes us, our, and we. Consider one another. Consider yourself. Consider the other. But most of all, consider us. United, we stand, and divided we fall. Love you guys. God bless. Soul Science Academy. It's your girl, Corey, the Soul Scientist. See you in another video. The pages of my diary.